People just want gossip and carnage.
You want to be re-legitimized. I can offer a new narrative.
I'm gonna roll the dice on you.
Well, all right then.
Don't let me down.
Spending all that time with a possible murderer doesn't scare you.
You're not how I pictured you.
I had a rough few years.
In a world where every human hides a secret, the beast in me explores the terrifying truth that sometimes the real monster lives within. The upcoming Hollywood psychological horror thriller The Beast in Me is a chilling tale of identity, rage, and redemption, a story that dives deep into the darkness of the human soul and asks one haunting question: can you control the beast inside you, before it controls you? Set in the misty town of Raven Hollow, the movie follows Ethan Cross, a quiet biologist who's spent years studying the limits of human genetics. Haunted by the mysterious death of his wife, Ethan isolates himself from society, living on the edge of the forest that locals claim is cursed. Strange disappearances, howls in the night, and whispers of a creature roaming the woods have turned Raven Hollow into a town gripped by fear. But when a new wave of brutal killings shakes the town, Ethan becomes the prime suspect, not because of evidence but because of what he hides inside. As the investigation deepens, Ethan begins to lose time, waking up in the middle of the forest, his hands trembling, his clothes stained with blood he can't explain. He tries to convince himself that it's stress, nightmares, or hallucinations. But deep down, he knows something is changing in him. The line between man and monster is starting to blur. The movie's tension builds with every passing scene. Through haunting visuals and chilling sound design, The Beast in Me creates a world where nature itself seems alive, watching, breathing, and waiting. As Ethan races to find the truth behind the killings, he discovers a shocking secret buried in his own past, a genetic experiment gone wrong, one that fused animal DNA with his own. The very science he once used to understand evolution has turned him into something entirely new, something dangerous. Ethan's struggle becomes a battle between intellect and instinct. His transformation is not sudden, but painfully slow, claws forming beneath skin, eyes glowing in the dark, strength beyond human limits. But the real horror isn't in the physical change, it's in the growing hunger for violence that he can no longer control. Every time he tries to suppress it, the beast pushes harder, whispering in his mind, tempting him to give in. When Detective Sarah Lang, a determined investigator from the city, arrives in Raven Hollow, she senses there's more to Ethan than he admits. As she follows the trail of bodies, she begins to unravel the town's dark history, a secret government experiment that began decades ago, one meant to create the perfect soldier. But the experiment failed, and its remnants lived on through the generations, in Ethan. What makes The Beast in Me so compelling is not just its horror, but its humanity. It's a story about guilt, grief, and the battle between good and evil inside every person. Ethan's curse becomes a metaphor for trauma, the uncontrollable rage that destroys everything you love when you can't face your pain. As the beast within him grows stronger, Ethan realizes that his only chance of saving what's left of his humanity is to confront his past, and face the monster head-on. The climax of the film is a breathtaking collision of fear and emotion. Under the blood-red moon, Ethan's transformation reaches its peak. The forest burns around him as he confronts the government agents who created him, and the beast finally takes control. But in the final moments, Ethan's last fragment of humanity fights back. He makes a choice, to sacrifice himself and end the curse once and for all. His final words echo in the flames: "The beast in me was never my enemy, it was the part of me I was too afraid to understand." The Beast in Me is not just another creature film, it's a modern monster masterpiece, blending psychological depth with heart-pounding suspense. Directed by visionary filmmaker Daniel Harker and starring Jake Gyllenhaal in one of his most intense roles yet, the movie combines raw emotion with stunning visual storytelling. Every shot is drenched in atmosphere, from the fog-drenched woods to the flicker of light across Ethan's transforming face. This upcoming thriller promises to redefine the genre, merging science fiction, horror, and tragedy into one unforgettable experience. It reminds us that monsters are not born, they're made. And sometimes, the greatest danger doesn't come from outside, but from within. The Beast in Me releases in theaters worldwide next year, a haunting, emotional, and visually stunning exploration of what it truly means to be human. Brace yourself for a cinematic journey into darkness, fear, and redemption, Because once the beast awakens, it never sleeps again. Wolf Fire.